This is hilarious. Oh, wait, is that going to take my tower? This is not that funny anymore. Hey, what's up, guys? It's SirTagCR here, back again with one of the craziest bait decks that I've ever played. Tons of top players are playing it all over ladder, and this guy's number 13 in the world with it. The surprise factor of the Minion Horde is completely unfair. As soon as your opponent cycles their small spells on the Goblin Barrel or the Skeleton Barrel, you will take a tower and make your opponent a sad panda. So let's go jump straight into a game and assert some dominance. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the daily videos. I love all you beautiful people that are using credit code SirTag. All money made from credit code SirTag allows me to upload daily videos while I take full-time college courses, and it helps out more than you guys know. All right, guys, we got a game here. We're gonna sauce out of good luck, and we're gonna immediately follow up with a Goblin Barrel. What are you gonna have in store for us, sir? You are probably not ready for the skill horde. So I can go for Minion Horde or I can go for Zappies. It doesn't really matter. We're going to be able to shut down the Prince in a multitude of different manners. So we're going to go for Zappies just because they're going to be able to slow it down. And we don't want him to zap the Skeleton Army just yet. We want to make him think that we're running a crazy deck, but we don't want to reveal our trap card. So I'm going to go in for a Skeleton Barrel. Maybe he goes in for a log, and then he has nothing for the Skeleton Army. It goes in for like a win condition on the left-hand side. That's what I'm hoping for. A lot of times your opponent will overcommit because they'll be like, oh, it's just going to be a Skeleton Barrel deck. There's no way that they have Goblin Barrel, Skeleton Barrel, and a Skeleton Army. That's just too crazy. This guy's not that crazy, right? And yeah, here it is, buddy. We've got the Skeleton Army. So they never predict that. They go for Goblin Barrels. We shut it down for a 3-for-3 trade, but then we also bait out a Giant Skeleton in the lane that he doesn't want to drop it. So we're going to be able to go in for a Goblin Barrel here, and the Furnace is one of the most obnoxious cards in the game. That and everyone that runs a Spear Goblin Hut. Those are the two cards that everyone has to hate. They love to hate it. So I can go in for our Giant Skeleton here, and I think that we'll be fine if we go for a Furnace afterward. Or we just sacrifice the Giant Skeleton. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go for a Skeleton Barrel. We know that our Giant Skeleton's going to die and it's going to blow up all the minions, so we don't have to worry about anything. We just got to soak it up for the squad. And gradually, slowly but surely, we will win this game. So I'm going to follow up with another Furnace here. And it looks like he's got something similar to us, but he's got Prince. So there is a little bit of a difference. I'm just going to wait, and then I'm going to go in for the Skeleton Army. I just didn't want to drop it too early because maybe he's got arrows or something that I'm not seeing yet. If I fell for that trap card, we would have lost the game. You want to space out your stuff until you figure out if your opponent's going to have Fireball plus arrows, Fireball plus Zap, or whatever. I don't know what small spell he's going to have, but he's going to have something. So I'm going to go for a Furnace again, just get that passive chip damage. If we don't break through with the Goblin Barrel and the Skeleton Barrel, well, we have a lot of other answers. I'm going to go in for that Furnace on defense and drop our Goblins really far back so then the Giant Skeleton walks towards the Furnace instead of the Goblins and my tower. That could have been tragic. So we're going to go for another Giant Skeleton on the left-hand side because it seems like this guy is going to get presumptuous, head over heels, and spam us in that lane. No, I was wrong. I was very wrong. He princed and went for Minion Horde on the opposite side. He got me there. He got a lot of damage, but the Minion Horde is going to counter push, and we're going to force out a Furnace most likely or something along those lines, right? You not have Furnace? You don't have Furnace here, dude. What are you doing? You thought we were brothers. I thought we were brothers from another mother, but apparently not. So we're just going to go in for the Goblin Barrel. We get logged, and we can follow up with a Zappies here. So Zappies are crucial at defending against the Giant Skeleton because we only have to sacrifice one of them. It doesn't feel that bad. Most of the time, it feels terrible. So I'm going to go in for a Skeleton Army, and I just need to go for an Earthquake here. No, I want to go in for the Giant Skeleton because I think he's going to go in for a Skeleton Army. We want an Earthquake. That was difficult. Words are hard, but it doesn't matter, guys. The game is over. GG, well played, and peace out, buddy. It was a pleasure playing against you. I can't say that our opponents will ever say the same to me, though, because they probably hate me after this matchup. All right, guys, we got a game against my lifestyle. So, sir, you're probably not ready for the lifestyle of Goblin Barrels right out of the gate. We're going to try to get that chip damage, and he's going to go in for a Skeleton Dragon right into it. So, at this point of the game, guys, when we see Skeleton Dragons, it's going to be a Golem clone deck, or it's going to be something with Lava Hound. So, we see Miner, so it's definitely going to be a Lava Hound deck. This is really good for us, because somehow he decided to donate Elixir to us. He's like, I don't want to save my Miner anymore. I want it to die. I want it to go right into a Giant Skeleton. That worked out so well for me. Oh my gosh, he's dropping barbs at the river. Oh gosh. Do you realize how much Elixir you just gave me?
Oh my god, that's so generous.
Do you understand the gravity of the situation? Maybe it's your lifestyle to just donate Elixir to your opponents. Maybe you're just like a very nice person going to homeless shelters, donating everything that you have and you earn, and you're just earning Elixir and you're like, I can't have this. I gotta go and give this away to charity. That's what he did to me, guys. He didn't care about those barbarians. Okay, He's going to decide to go in for an Inferno Dragon here. Let's follow up with the Minion Horde and go in for a Goblin Barrel. So if he doesn't have arrows, he loses the game right now because the Minion Horde nets a massive positive interaction. It looks like he doesn't have arrows. That had to hurt, guys. Every single way that you look, every single situation, you dissect it and you're like, oh my gosh, it's a positive elixir trade. I didn't know that there was a present there hiding underneath a rock, and we are about to rock this man's world. So I'm going to go for a skeleton barrel and a giant skeleton. If only I had a clone, guys. If only I had a clone with this deck. But we just couldn't fit it in the meme deck. So we're going to go in for a giant skeleton and goblin barrel push whenever we can. But the giant skeleton cleans up the Inferno Dragon too, so he thinks that he gets counter pushed, but it was just a facade, guys. It was a magic trick. It was from now you see me and now you don't. So we're going to follow up with another furnace, try to get more chip damage, and I am loving this deck. I honestly think if you play stupid decks that are just creative and fun, a lot of times you surprise your opponents and then they have no clue what you're going to be running, and then the Minion Horde surprises them. But if I was running like 2.6 Hog Rider, they know that I have Ice Spirit, Skeletons, Musketeer, Cannon. They know what I'm probably going to do. But you can't predict stupidity, buddy. This is what you love about the game, guys, or you hate about it if you're on the other side of the coin. So he might go in for something to counter this, but I can just go in for a furnace to go pull him all the way around the world. Christopher Columbus, guys. He is not moving anytime soon. Also, we can go and keep everything inside with the skeleton army, so then the Zappy stays alive a little bit longer as well, and then we cycle back to another one. Focus it all down with the Minion Horde. Guys, this is superb. As long as we kill that, he's not going to be able to break... Oh, wait, what? You had arrows all this time? What are you doing, dude?
Flashback.
You gotta be kidding me. He had a counter to me, but he just didn't want to use it. This is hilarious. Oh, wait, is that gonna take my tower? This is not that funny anymore. This is really not that funny anymore. Please don't get 2 hits on my tower. Oh my gosh. What? What's this game? Why did the balloon go towards my tower? Did it get pushed by a lava hound or something? I can't believe this stuff. All right, guys, we had a game against Beto. What is up, my dude? We're going to sauce out of good luck and immediately follow through with the skeleton barrel. Try to get some damage where no man has gone before with the goblin barrel, skeleton barrel, giant skeleton deck. So at this point of the game, guys, he's showing the giant skeleton. He could end up having a clone giant skeleton deck, but we don't have a clue yet. We got to figure it out before we go head over heels with all of our elixir. So I'm going to go in for a skeleton army whenever I can afford it. If he's going to go and spam me. Oh my gosh, dude, wait, what? Okay, if you don't have arrows, it's going to be really fun. It's going to be a really fun game if you don't have arrows. That Minion Horde is about to do a ton of damage. He's going to balloon on defense! Oh my god! Can you guys believe it? What type of monstrosity are you running that you don't have a single anti-air counter besides balloon? Yes, the balloon death bomb will kill the Minion Horde, but at what cost? That was awesome. That made me feel so good, guys. I'm going to be able to go for a furnace here. And you don't get that type of feeling if you're playing grand challenges. You only get that if you're playing ladder. I guess if you're playing an absolutely absurd deck. Wait, what the heck? He's coming. That balloon always dies. It's not allowed to get any value here, guys. Not in this juncture. If he mirrors it, it faces the same fearsome death the first one did. His brother is like, you know what? I will redeem you, balloon. You died, but you are a noble sir.
I will avenge you, brother.
We will get the damage, and we will make sure that we respond to your death, and we give you gratitude, reverence, and it just didn't work out. Unfortunately, he got absolutely nothing from it, so we're in a really good spot. I can just go for another furnace. I can also follow up with another Minion Horde. I'm really interested to see what he does now, guys. If he doesn't have a single answer to this, I am shook. Dude, you have no answer to Minion Horde. You have actually no answer to Minion Horde in the deck. Sometimes ladder players come up with crazy decks, and sometimes they are inherently flawed and do not have answers to specific cards. So if you don't know, now you know. If your opponent doesn't have an answer to Minion Horde, they kind of just lose immediately. And this is a perfect illustration of it. I had way too much fun in that game. I can't believe that guy had that deck. He was a little bit lower than us in trophies, but we will bounce on the next one and assert dominance there and get even more juicy trophies. We got a game here. We're going to go and drop our skeleton barrel, and we got to figure out what this man's got. So you're going to have Tornado, and you're going to have Ice Wizard. So when we see that, we know for a fact that you are probably going to have a graveyard deck or maybe an Expo deck. If it's Expo, we wreck them. We got Earthquake Giant Skeleton in the house. Oh, that's exactly what we're playing against, too. So I can Earthquake on top of the Tesla, and maybe, just maybe, we can assert dominance with the Goblin Barrel here. Spam everything you've ever wanted at the Expo player. You go to the candy shop and you're like, I'll take one of those, and I'll just take everything.
Oh, I want everything.
So we're going to go in for our Minion Horde whenever I get the chance, because I think that he's not going to be able to defend it all at once, especially if he has to drop a tornado, because then he pulls the Minion Horde closer to the tower. Guys, tell me this isn't fun. Tell me it isn't fun spamming Minion Hordes at the river every single game that you play. This game is hilarious. When your opponent feels like they can go for a tornado on defense, you're like, no, dude, you can't, because then you're going to go and pull everything closer that's at the river. So as you guys can see, there's really no way that an Expo player can ever beat you. He's stuck cycling Teslas on defense, maybe going for an Expo whenever he wants to, and then just getting shut down by a giant skeleton. At this point, we've already won the game, and he hasn't even been able to drop his win condition.
20 minutes later.
So as you guys can see, he really had no shot. He did have Expo after all. He was just only able to drop it like 1 or 2 times the entire game. It got Earthquaked, and he got 0 damage. Every time you play against Expo, it is an automatic win. So if you hate Expo, definitely try this out. All right, guys, let's get it. Let's get this W. We're going to sauce out a good luck, and we're going to see what's happening. If I can go for a Furnace in the back as my starting play, we're going to force out Elixir. No matter what this man is going to have, he is going to be frustrated. He's going to go in for a Miner on it. And the Fire Spirit still connects to the tower. No way. That's clean. So now we can go for a Goblin Barrel, force out more Elixir there. And then the Fire Spirits might also double up. Oh my gosh, forcing out a Valkyrie. Not even on top of the Goblins, because he's not able to drop it near the Goblins, because then the Fire Spirits would both connect. That's hilarious. That Valkyrie is completely and utterly useless. So I can go for a Skeleton Army so the mini packet goes backward, and he's going to arrow here. So we baited out the arrows. You guys know what happens with Minion Horde when your opponent doesn't have counters to it. You guys have seen this way too many times. It's another movie. So what are we going to do? We're going to Giant Skeleton Minion Horde at the river. If you guys don't know, well, you're going to know soon that this is one of my favorite plays to do. Giant Skeleton here, it destroys the Musketeer, and we will follow up with the most fearsome combination of 2021. Here we go, guys. It's got 1 in its name, too, so here it is. I don't think he's going to have an answer to that. We can just go and take the tower guaranteed. Follow up with the Furnace on top of the Balloon. I think that the Furnace isn't going to fully counter it, but I don't know if we, no, we don't stop anything, really. I was hoping and praying that we would be able to stop that second hit, but it's going to get at least 3 hits here, right? Or maybe, yeah, there's the third. Yeah. I was hoping that it would just get 2 there. I was like, maybe I did something good, guys. Maybe I survived and kept my tower alive, and then it all came crashing down in the blink of an eye. So we're going to follow up with our Zappies. Maybe I can go for a Skeleton Barrel here. He's going to have Valkyrie too, so he's going to have a lot of interesting answers to our spam. As long as we are able to break through with our Goblin Barrel and our Skeleton Barrel once, then we are vibing on a whole new level, though. So he's going to Miner, he's going to drop everything that he possibly can, and he's probably going to lose most of his Musketeer here. So if I went for an Earthquake, it would be a huge overcommitment, so I'm not going to do that. Also, and I don't have my Zappies, so if he goes in for a Balloon, it's going to be an issue. Okay, he's just going to go for Balloon here, that's fine. I can follow up with our Furnace. It's fine, it's fine, we're okay, guys. If he decides to spam into me, we have 2 towers and the Furnace still working away on top of the Balloon. Balloon, don't get a hit, don't get a hit. I said it was fine! Okay, we were fine, we were fine. Calm down, Jake, we got this. I said we were fine, so guys, it better be fine. All right, we're going to go for a Giant Skeleton here, and I'm going to follow up with a Goblin Barrel. So if the Giant Skeleton and the Skeletons hold everything in place, we still destroy the Mini P.E.K.K.A, and that's all we need. We need...
Nope.
Nope. Not happening. Okay. I see how it is, game. I see how it is here. So you're going to go in for a Balloon. Yep, there it is. Think that the minions are going to be able to kill it. You're not going to be able to afford the Balloon counter. What? What? You had freeze. You mastermind. I can't believe that. You con artist. You conned me out of a perfect defense. I thought my minions, I believed in them there. Wait, is the Giant Skeleton going to explode on the tower? Are we going to bounce back with the full fury of an offensive presence? I wonder if that happens. Yes, it does. The Zappies are locked and loaded, and we will walk away with a win. So that got my heart racing for a second, but I'm so glad that we're able to race away with the victory. All we need to do is go in for a really spicy Earthquake, and this natural disaster is not stopping anytime soon. GG, well played and peace out, buddy. It was a pleasure playing against you. That was crazy when he freezed me like that, guys. I thought I was toast. And that's actually where we're going to end today's video. If you guys are new here, consider subscribing for more content just like this. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to let me know by saucing out a fat thumbs up. Thanks for chilling with me, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one.